So Michael Huber is a healthcare professional. He's the founder of Immune Enhancement Corporation and VIROMAX, and talking about immune enhancement in flu season, among other things. Dr. Huber, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having me.
So tell us about VIROMAX and VIROGO, the immune support supplement that you created.
Well, it's VIROGO, VIROGO, and it's a supplement that we designed back 3 years ago during the COVID problem to enhance your immune system to fight viruses. And it was a unique approach in the fact that we used a liquid formula versus pills.
Because that gets into your system faster, right?
Right. It helps absorption, but not only just absorption, but your immune system begins in your mouth. You have what they call bitter taste receptors on your tongue, and those are your first immune response. And when they're stimulated, it causes an antihistamine effect and helps dry up the mucus in your lungs. It thins the mucus in your lungs, and also causes your ciliary hair to start beating faster so you can expel stuff out of your lungs. And then at the same time, you get sublingual, right under your tongue, all those little blood vessels absorb some of that stuff, so you get what they call, you avoid first pass through the liver, so it goes directly into your bloodstream without going through the liver first. So it's a fast response, and it's also an increased absorption.
So
interesting. Just as a quick aside, because of the irony of it, ciliary hair was the name of my college band, Doctor. We were a humanly cover band, and we killed with "Don't You Want Me" back in the day. But that's just an aside.
Oh, that's interesting.
So you have how did you start with this idea, and then how did it come to fruition to the fact where you're on AM 560 of all places?
It happened. The partner of mine, who's an internal medicine man, he's in he was in Jacksonville, Florida at the time, and he was on the COVID team, and people were dying, and we were getting patients, private patients that were sick with COVID, and our thought was keep them out of the hospital,
right,
versus waiting till they're 1 foot in the grave, the other on a banana peel. So he and I, we would kind of, during that time when it was very, very bad to be known for ivermectin and hydroxy and nutrition and alternative treatments, kind of went quiet and we got patients ivermectin and hydroxy through Canada, and we were giving vitamins, what's in VIROGO, but it was like 15 bottles, and it was like driving them nuts taking all these supplements.
Oh, yeah.
So we decided, well, we have to figure out a way to do this, so we developed VIROGO, and it dawned on us about doing it as a liquid versus a pill. It's much more effective. The flavor is not the best in the world, but it's more effective. So you want more effectiveness versus tutti frutti flavor. I take effectiveness, and so the composition. What is the formula?
Well,
it's a combination. We use bioflavonoids, which come from oranges and apples and things like that. Mm-hmm. And the bioflavonoids have just an immense amount of properties for the immune system. They enhance the T cell function, the macrophages, and they bind to the viral spikes. Each one of them will bind to different areas on that spike. And for the spike to attach to a cell, it has to change its shape. And if all these bioflavonoids are bound to it, it's like putting a George jam there. It can't change shape to attach to the cell. So it inhibits the binding of the virus to the cell. And it also what they call competitive inhibition, where they will bind to that receptor site before the virus gets there, and it's like shuts the door. And they're amazing. I get excited about bioflavonoids.
I know, like your face is lighting up. Oh my God!
Who doesn't?
Really
you and RFK Jr.
Love him.
Have you met him yet?
No, I want to meet him because he thinks, or I think, like him. Okay.
This is MAHA compliant, you think?
Oh yeah, that's what we say. MAHA starts with VIROGO, you know, and we it's for all your immune system. Then we also, besides the bioflavonoids, we have things like lactoferrin in there, which I haven't seen in any other formula. And lactoferrin is like in mother's milk. It's really what helps boost the immune system. And so that helps. Lactoferrin binds
Do
iron.
I want to know how you got the lactoferrin?
It comes from milk, but
Okay.
not mother's milk.
Thank you.
It binds iron to keep viruses from replicating. You can't, if they get the iron binding, they can't replicate. And it also helps with your gut flora. It helps normalize your gut flora. So VIROGO kind of has this encompassing effect that no other formula that I've seen out there does. It kicks your immune system up. It helps your gut. And it also has a unique way of enhancing your mitochondria. And if you know anything about the recent research, they called it T-cell exhaustion. And it's people that were constantly, from the vax, being exposed to spike, constantly spike, and it blows out your cells. They can't fight it. It's like they're overworked. It's like constantly being in the fighting ring and never have a bell to stop. So what happens with that is their mitochondria burn out. And VIROGO has L-carnitine, it has CoQ10, it has zinc, and it has ECGC in it that help boost your mitochondrial function. So it helps, that's the powerhouse of your cell. So it really kind of boosts your cell. And they also, there's a thing, the so-called cytokines, which are, when you have too many of them, you're in trouble. So we reduce the production of cytokines so you don't get the cytokine storm they used to talk about with the Delta COVID. We reduce that cytokine storm. So VIROGO is just like this balancing. It keeps it from overproduction and it keeps it from underproduction. And it helps your cells get back to normal.
What's the recommended daily dosage? Because I have a bottle in my fridge because you have to keep it refrigerated. Correct?
No, you
Once
don't.
You
don't.
open
But
it?
some people like it better cold.
Okay.
Okay. But you don't have to keep it refrigerated. I like it refrigerated. Theoretically, it may help enhance the longevity. About 90 days or more of a bottle will last. But I recommend half a shot a day, which is half an ounce, just for general kind of health. And if you start feeling something, go up to a shot or maybe 2 a day to knock out anything that you may be attacked
But you
from.
recommend taking it with food?
Yes, definitely eat something because it will not make you nauseated if it's on an empty stomach.
What if, can I use it like to chase as a chaser in my vodka?
I was going to say, can Dan have gin in
Actually,
VIROGO?
if you don't, I suggest swishing it in your mouth if you have gum disease. I suggest swishing it in your mouth if you have an active cold or something happening because you'll get that first response better. But if you're just doing it for daily stuff, you can mix it in with your orange juice and just take it. You don't need that initial immune response like you would if you're actively having a flu or a cold because it really knocks out if you take bioflavonoids, they really help prevent you getting the flu and help shorten it.
And so this is not just a prophylactic, it also has medicinal quality in the back end if you are sick.
It helps reduce the amount of time that you're going to get sick because it interferes with all the viral functions. You reduce the viral load, you get over it quicker.
Do you wish you would have had this before COVID hit?
Oh, do I? A lot of people would have been saved.
Really?
They would have not got into the hospital as far as I'm concerned. I can only see what I got with the results we got initially with the Delta, which was really the worst phase of this.
The worst variant, you mean?
Yeah, that was the worst one.
We speak variants around here, Doctor. I don't know if you know that.
It was the worst.
Okay.
That was the one that really put people under. But, I mean, it was also the one that was treated politically. So it was not treated properly. It was, even in the hospitals, my friend had trouble properly treating people.
Oh, yeah. I had to go to a
hospital.
compound pharmacy to get hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin. And
Well,
that worked so well. Oh, it was boom. I mean, like within half a day, I was recovered.
It was
so
amazing.
bizarre.
But even with the people that hydroxy and ivermectin and VIROGO, if you get to the point where you're on 60 liters of oxygen and they're putting you on respirator, you're gone beyond ivermectin. But there's other treatments that they were giving at that time that weren't good, and
that's why you decided to.
My friend, he started doing
VIROGO.
He would do different things, and they didn't like what he was doing, so he was kind of getting in trouble. But you can find out a lot of this on my website, myvirogo.com, and if you use the promo code IMMUNE, you get 30% off on the VIROGO for 560 listeners.
Okay, I got a text message coming into the station. Can you take ivermectin with?
Oh, yes.
With it?
Oh, people do all the time.
Okay.
I do.
All right.
I do. I take hydroxy with it. I take ivermectin with it. I don't know any drug that you can't.
And this is all, again, this is all preventative. You say immune enhancement sort of on the front end, like, like whatever, taking omega-3 or collagen for your joints or something like that. All prophylactic, daily use.
Prophylactic, and it's will help you get over your flu and cold quicker.
Can I take collagen still and take this?
Sure. You can take anything with this. I don't know of anything that's counterindicated with VIROGO. How's
it going so far?
Good. People are getting better. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, we're finding out VIROGO, it's so new. I'm finding out more and more that things I did not know it did.
Such as?
We're doing a study now on periodontal disease, and that swishing, the gums are starting to get healthy. People's gums get healthy when they swish. And we're doing a preliminary study with VIROGO gel and putting it in between the teeth, and we're checking to see if it will grow bone. People lose bone with periodontal disease.
Yeah.
And if we can get bone growth, the dentists won't have to do bone grafts and all the other things. So that's a preliminary study we're doing.
And there's no particular side effects or people with particular conditions or combinations of other medications that you're aware of?
Some of the immunotherapies for cancer, it might have a problem with. That's the only thing that I've seen of all the people. But other than just your hypertension people, your diabetics, that type of stuff, no problems. People with autoimmune diseases, it really helps.
MyVirogo.com, MyVirogo, VIROGO, MyVirogo.com is the website. And again, as you heard Dr. Huber say, use the coupon code IMMUNE to save 30%. MyVirogo.com is the website. VIROGO creator, Dr. Michael Huber. Doctor, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. God bless.
It's like a hot, steaming cup of information to start your day. It's Chicago's Morning Answer on AM 560. The Answer.
Do you remember when you were a kid and you fantasized that your bicycle was a motorcycle? Maybe you even put baseball cards in the spokes to make it sound like a motorcycle. But it really wasn't a motorcycle. Sometimes things just aren't what you want them to be. Like, let's take your retirement, for instance. Sometimes it looks like the numbers are getting to a pretty high amount. Might be $500,000, maybe $1 million, maybe more. But did you factor in all of the things like inflation, taxes, unpredictable market activities, things that make the numbers not appear what they are, security in your retirement? Does it make you worry sometimes when you see market activity or you hear contradictory evidence of inflation numbers? Or what taxes will be on retirement? If these things make you worry, get nervous, even wonder if you have enough